Alright guys, welcome. This is my first attempt at a video for Vesteria. Today just wanted to have sort of a talk about what Vesteria is about, the different elements about Vesteria, what you should know, and what is available to you as a new player. Just sort of like a brief overview. So with Vesteria you have 3 slots where you can create different characters. And keep in mind, this is the beta. I don't remember which beta it is, but beta something, 1 point something. So a lot of these features are subject to change. I just wanted to talk about what's available right now. So we have 3 different slots available. As you can see, this is my character that is an alpha, so I already have all 3 slots filled up. But you have a lot of different choices that you can make as you progress through the game, and I want to talk about some of them because some of them are not going to be replaceable or changeable. So I'm just going to join in with my hunter character. I'm currently in an area that is kind of a late game area, but I want to take us back to before I die here. Okay, I died. I'm going to take us back to an area that is somewhere where you will be spending a lot of time in, which is Nilgarf actually. That's sort of where the main town is, where everybody hangs out. And I have this rune which allows me to teleport there quickly. So Nilgarf is somewhere where you'll end up sort of at the beginning of the game, early game. As you can see, there's a lot of people in here now. But over here we have 3 different statues which represent 3 different classes that are available for you in Vesteria. On the very left we have the hunter class, which is something that I am. Hunters are kind of speedy, they have a lot of different options, they have bows, they have daggers, so they have a lot of different like cool abilities which you can use to help you be a cool hunter. This is the warrior. Warriors are exactly how you would expect them to be. They're very high strength, high defense, not very fast, but they can do a lot of damage and they have different abilities as well. And then finally there are mages, and mages are, again, as you would expect, they cast spells, they have different options regarding that. They're pretty quick, they don't have a lot of defense, but they have a lot of different abilities. So with our different classes, we have a lot of different options, and those options are going to be different depending on what you choose. So as you progress through Vesteria, if I open up my skill book, you can see there's 4 different skills which you can change. There's strength, vitality, intelligence, and dexterity. A lot of people have different approaches to it. Some people have kind of like a big general, they put points in each category. Some people, like myself, we put points in all in one category. Just depends on what kind of a class you are. Strength, it is raising the physical attack and defense. That's something that a lot of warriors would use. Intelligence is for MP, mana points, which is for magical attacks, so as you might guess, that would be something like a wizard. Dexterity is for ranged abilities, so like I have my bow, I do more damage if I have a high dexterity. And then vitality is sort of useful for all the classes. It's just having more HP and more HP regeneration. So depending on what you want to do, there's going to be different options. Why I want to bring this up now before I go into actually going through the game is because depending on what you want to do later on, you really want to consider what your stat points are going to be in. It isn't until level 10, there's 30 levels. At this point you can only be up to level 30. It's not until level 10 that you're going to be able to choose a class and choose one of those main abilities. So it's really important kind of early on to consider what you want to be. A big thing that a lot of people kind of mess up on is maybe they think they are going to be a warrior in the beginning, so they put a lot of points into strength, and then later on, as they get to level 10, they decide that they want to be a mage, and all of those strength points are pretty much useless. So really consider what you want to be, what the different options are. I'll be posting a link in the description which kind of gives an overview of the different classes, what their abilities are. For myself, and maybe I'll make some videos on that too. For myself as a hunter, as you guys can see, there are 2 different skill kind of pathways which you can take. Everybody starts out as an adventurer where you have these 3 skills. I'll be talking about that in a later video. And then as you choose a class, you get more skill books available for you. Later on, there's going to be subclasses for the 3 classes which I listed, but that's currently not a feature in the game. But for myself, like this hunter ability, I have all these different options available for me. Execute, which is a really good move if you have a dagger. There's a double jump, there's dagger throw, barrage, which is useful, it fires 3 arrows instead of 1, and then shadow step, which allows you to kind of slash through and move quickly. Before you start playing and creating an account and going through, you know, adding skills into all your characters, I would really consider thinking about what it is that you want to do and what abilities you want to use, what kind of a class you want to be, because that will make a big difference. And you don't want to start playing and putting in a couple hours into the game and then realizing that your stats are useless. That being said, there are going to be features added which allow you to reset your stats and change them up depending on what you need, but for the time being, there's not a lot available for us. So that's the basic overview with the stats. Overall, Vesteria, there's going to be a lot of different things that I'm going to be teaching you guys about. There's different maps, there's different quests, there's different chests which you are going to be going through, locating, finding. So this series is going to be mostly talking about the different maps, where the chest locations are in each maps. It's going to be sort of an overview of our quest system and where the different quests are in the game. And then above all, it's going to be sort of like a guide for new players or current players, where there will be guides on, you know, what the different classes are, what kind of weapons and armor you should use, and the different nuances of the game. Please keep in mind this is sort of a low budget video and a low budget system. I don't have the best PC, I don't have the best microphone, I don't have a high-end recording studio or anything like that. I'm mostly doing this just because I really like this game. I really think it's a fantastic game. And I want you guys to be able to sort of have some resources that I didn't necessarily have when I started playing, which was, doesn't feel like that long ago, but you know, it's been a couple of months. So that's going to be about it for this video. Next video, we're going to be talking about starting off the game and everything that goes in with that. So thanks for checking me out, and I'll see you next